Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I love how I just completely disregard the fact that I have homework to get online and talk to my camera. So that's nice. Anyway, today I want to talk to you guys all about Paige and Chris from Married at First Sight, US edition. It's giving disgust. It's making me disturbed. I'm not happy with the relationship whatsoever. I absolutely despise it. Night one, and I'm not surprised by any of Chris's actions. I'm more upset over the fact that Chris was paired with Paige and everyone knew that they were not going to be a good couple for each other. The therapists and counselors got together and was like, Chris and Paige are not going to work. And Chris thinks too highly of himself for him not to be actually as well, how do I say this? He's not actually as upper class as he tries to make himself out to be. One way to notice this is the fact that this dude wears ripped holes in his pants. He wears stressed jeans. I hate stressed jeans. Maybe that's just me, being nitpicky because I don't like stressed jeans on men, but I cannot stand stressed jeans on men. And I have yet to see a business owner / business guru man who wears stressed jeans just every single day for no apparent reason. Like, literally, he's not even going anywhere and he has stressed jeans on. I know rich, wealthy people, they be comfy. I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm just also not saying that they're wearing stressed jeans, though. I haven't seen it, but I mean, if you've seen it, let me know. I just haven't seen it personally. Let's talk about Paige being the only one to sleep with her man on honeymoon night. That itself is not the problem. I think the problem is the fact that he already had shown her he was not interested from the jump, from them getting on the elevator and even talking in that little table section. He had already made it known that, they might not get along, or there's going to be a lot of for them to figure out. He already told her best friends that, she's not really his type. He's already said a couple of comments. So that's why I'm being judgmental when it comes to her decision to sleep with him night one. And then also her decision to even go forth with the honeymoon after morning one, okay? Because this man has already told her now he finds her unattractive. He's already cried about 3 to 5 times about how he just can't believe that she would go and ask advice from his parents and from her friends. Do I think asking for advice on what to do from a married couple is a bad idea? No. And I don't think that you can ask for privacy when you're on a television show. There's cameras everywhere and you've already told everyone that you find me unattractive. So don't get worried about the fact that I'm exposing you for being an abuser and a manipulator. That's what he was really mad about. It was not because she shared with his parents intimate details about what they've done. It wasn't about that at all. Because again, it was the honeymoon. So people expect things to go down on the honeymoon night. I'm just disappointed to see that a manipulator and an abuser made it so far into the show. Like, how did he even get casted? But I do remember there being that whole thing that Married at First Sight released where they were talking about how there's a big epidemic going on the show where basically they can't find a lot of black guys who want to marry black women, and how black women only want to marry black men. So I have a feeling that Chris was on there and he probably suggested that, he prefers a certain type of woman, which again, do I care? Not really. I really could care less. But I also feel like Paige went in there and was hardcore wanting a black guy, and this is who they paired her up with. A fake businessman. So in my head, I think we have a problem on and off the show. You know what I'm saying? One, we have people going on the show and they're stating their preferences, and when you're not getting your preference, when your preference does not want you, then you're getting paired with someone you clearly do not find desirable in a long-term relationship for a wife and a partner. And now people are getting hurt on both ends. Chris is hurt because he didn't get the woman of his dreams. And Paige is hurt because the man that she's giving herself to clearly does not like her back. So I blame the producers, the therapists, the counselors, everyone on the show for Paige's and Chris' relationship. I don't want to personally see Paige go through ups and downs with this man. I don't find that to be good television content. That's not what we're here for. We want to see a romance. And if they have drama, like they're just not getting along because maybe he likes to wear socks to bed and she doesn't like to wear socks to bed. If that's the drama, I'm cool with it. I think that stuff is okay. Yeah, I see they're clashing over stuff like that. I don't want to see a series where Chris is crying every single day, every time he's confronted with an issue, and he's possibly has a woman pregnant on the side, and he's being manipulated towards his present wife. Nobody wants to watch that. That's not good content, Married at First Sight. So I don't know what y'all need to do. I'm gonna say this. I feel like this should be the last time that we see a series where a man is being disrespectful towards his wife, because that looks like that's gonna be what the whole season is about Chris being disrespectful to his wife, and the other men look like they step in occasionally to correct his disrespectful ways, and Chris gets mad about it. We don't want to see fake men on the show. We don't. I feel like there's so many different options in Atlanta to choose from, just in terms of if you wanted to show a positive relationship. So the fact that you went with this choice, it was just not a good choice. This is not what people want to see. And if anybody is actually enjoying the way Chris is acting, shame on you, because it's not even this isn't even entertaining. This is literally detrimental. It's not a good look for anyone. It's specifically not a good look for Black men, if I'm being honest. But if they like to be portrayed like this in the media, I won't complain too much. I'm just saying, like, I don't like to see Black women being hurt in this way on television. I don't want to see someone calling us undesirable and using us for our bodies and going about their day. And this brings me to this whole, again, I had made a couple videos now about people, Black women and Black girls, really discussing the fact that people are using Black women to gain clout on social media, and how we are being fetishized and called chocolate chip cookies and chocolate milk and juices and chocolate covered honey buns, all random types of stuff. Okay, we're being compared to food a lot. And one of my other problems I never discussed yet, is the fact that Black men also fetishize us. So I, at the end of the day, would rather be called chocolate Captain Crunch than to be used for my body and then dumped away on the side. Because Chris was all down to be with Paige. She's talking about, yeah, her face not it. She looked good on paper, but her body banging. And then he goes as far as to try to gaslight her. And that's why he's mad that she's telling everyone what he's doing, because he can't gaslight her the way he wants to, because it's just like other people are verifying that he's not even a real man. He sucks. He's not a good human being. So he can't gaslight her the way he wants to. So he's going to go ahead and turn to crying, so as to make her feel bad, to gain sympathy from her. And I hope it's not working, but right now she seems like a really nice woman, and I feel like she's giving, at some point it's going to give desperation. So it's not a good look for Paige either. I hope she ended up leaving him in the end. Let's see. I hope they do not stay together, because this man is bad news. And again, how I knew he was talking, the intimacy thing was fake for him, about how he doesn't like to talk about his intimacy, his intimate moments. It's a lie, because he was in his pastor's face talking about all the things that he's done with women before. And this was like a Baptist Christian preacher. In Baptist Christianity, do we tell our preachers everything? I don't know. I don't really follow the Christian religion really well, but I'm like, I've never seen us just go up to our pastors and just give a full rundown and be giggling about it. I also feel like you can't tell me not to talk to your parents about the intimate stuff we do when your daddy was in my face giving me directions on what to do to you. So he's a bad look. He's a bad look, and I hope she frees herself from those shackles of being in an abusive relationship, because it's only going to get worse from here. If he starts off day one, he couldn't even keep up a front. Like, he didn't even try to put up a front. And I feel like at this point he's testing to see how far she's willing to let him get away with. And if she continues to let him get away with stuff without walking away and leaving for good, she's gonna end up with kids by him. She's gonna end up miserable, constantly being cheated on. I can already tell. Even I feel like he shouldn't have even got on the show when he said he hopes his wife doesn't use him for his money. I'm gonna say this. There's a select group of men in the US who has a problem with being providers to their wives. There's a select group of men in the US who have a problem with wanting to provide for their wives. Stay away from that group who don't want to provide. Like, you're a husband. I mean, it also depends if you're a traditional person. If you're wanting a traditional marriage and you do believe in men being providers and protectors, then of course, like me, of course I'm gonna be looking at it like, okay, these are warning signs, nee-nah, 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 mayday, mayday, mayday. But if that's not for you, then I understand if you're just like, whatever, I don't mind that. I'm more of a traditional person, and I don't believe that my husband's concern should be if I'm using him for his money, when one, I highly doubt that he has a lot of money to begin with. This Chris guy, I don't think he making all that much money to begin with. And you can tell how much to some degree, you can kind of tell like how much money someone's making by even the way that they portray themselves and act. The way he acts is not giving wealthy rich king. It's not. It's giving very much money pincher, very much check, very much selfish, greedy type of dude. It's giving weird. Everyone else's relationship so far, I mean, I don't actually have too much of a problem. Do I think that that one woman, she drinks a little bit much, Virginia drinks a little bit much? Yeah, I think that's going to be a problem down the line. I don't know if I agree with their age gap, because that too may be a problem, but again, I haven't seen anything disrespectful. I'm worried right now about the disrespect shown within the first 2 episodes between Chris and Paige. That's what I'm literally concerned about. I feel like it was just too much to ignore. But you guys tell me how you feel about Chris and Paige's relationship. Hopefully we get Chrissy, Paris Milan, Cynthia G to talk about it, because I love hearing their opinions on subjects like this. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure you are subscribed. And yeah, this was just another unfiltered, unedited rant. So tell me how y'all feeling. It's Married at First Sight US edition. Comes on Lifetime, I believe. And yeah, you guys should check it out. Bye guys. Kisses.